Haters talking, but I don't even hear them. Yeah, man. Maddie on the beat.
Yo guys, it's going on Toby here, or TBJZL, and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 13 Virtual Pro Career Mode series PRO-lific. And today I've got a really sore throat, so I'm going to do my best to try and sound as entertaining as possible for you guys. But if I sound a bit like tired or monotonous or whatever, then you guys know why. But anyway, we're kicking today's episode off with a game against Liverpool. Liverpool, a side that we did beat last season, or TBJZL did beat last season with Bolton Wanderers. So looking to get off a good performance, and we get off to a really bright start against them, creating 2 chances in the opening 20 minutes. But here TBJZL gets booked for almost nothing. I don't know what the ref's thinking there. Yep, that's the yellow card. Okay, sure, cool. But anyway, yeah, we keep up a lot of pressure on Liverpool, and we don't really see much of them in the opening few minutes. And I really don't know how TBJZL didn't score there. Really could have made it 1-0. Then Liverpool do start to come back into the game, creating chances with Henderson heavily involved. They're working the ball to Cole before Suarez gets a shot off, which Cesar saves comfortably. So at this point in time, the game is tied at 0-0. But we keep the pressure up. Farlin working the ball there to Jakite, who forces a comfortable save off Reina in the end. So moving on to the second half, we go straight in, creating chances early on. Really don't know how we didn't score there. Another fantastic save from Pepe Reina. But Liverpool were testing our goalkeeper down at the other end as well, of Suarez forcing a really good save off Cesar there before we can clear the ball. And I think we hit them on a counter-attack here. Hoylett playing the ball to TBJZL. He holds it up nicely, plays it out wide. There's Farlin breaking through, and TBJZL's not giving up the chance here. He calls for the through ball before firing home past Pepe Reina to make it 1-0 in the 57th minute of the game. So once more TBJZL scoring against Liverpool, and giving us the lead. It was really a nice finish if you look at it. Just fires home past the goalkeeper at the near post to make it 1-0. And we keep the pressure up, and in the 86th minute TBJZL gets his second goal, working the ball nicely with Park before firing home with his left foot once more. And that left foot of his is definitely lethal, living up to the name there. You can really see the physical attributes starting to come through though. The pace and the movement and the strength is just all starting to I guess work together, and it's becoming more prominent that TBJZL's improving as a player. But there you go, as you can see, 9.6 rating, so that's a fantastic rating to come away from a game such as this with. And we move straight on to our game against Norwich City, and I think Norwich are pretty close to us in the league. I think that was our first win. That game against Liverpool was our first win, and I guess that's something that tends to happen a lot in football when you're playing against a stronger side and you haven't really had results going your way. You just give it 110% because you've got nothing to lose in the end, and you end up winning. But against Norwich, we're sorry, excuse me, a lot more evenly balanced as sides on paper anyway. And they created an early chance there, but Fabio snuffed it out. And a good early pressure from TBJZL forces a defensive error before he works the ball inwards to his right foot and gets a shot off, but it fires wide of the goalkeeper's post. However, we keep the pressure on, and Park pulls the ball back here. Jakite playing it through to Farlin, who smacks his effort against the crossbar. Really unlucky not to go ahead there, and eventually the move is called off for offside. And in the 29th minute, we finally work the ball really nicely, and how about that for a finish outside of the boot? Lethal TBJZL once more scoring, beating the goalkeeper at the near post. But look at this finish, look at this take, outside of the boot. And Zerka was telling me how he didn't think outside of the boot was worth anything, but I've got this trait enabled from a player, and you can see like the prominence in this game. You're going to see a couple more, I think, in this episode. But there, Ruddy snuffed out a chance as TBJZL broke through there. Excuse me. And yeah, keep working the ball, and that's just at the end of the second half, TBJZL firing wide, so missing out on a chance to make it 2-0. But Norwich kind of come back and put us under a bit of pressure, and Fabio nearly making a significant mistake there, but Ngo can't capitalise, and it's really, I feel really bad for saying this, no I don't, but Ngo, it's really good to see him struggling at Norwich City. But yeah, Norwich tried to create a couple more chances, but nothing that really tested our goalkeeper in that second half, and that game finished 1-0 to us. So that's a fantastic result, and I think that sees us leapfrog them in the table. So a 6.9 rating, not the best, but happy to be on the score sheet and happy to come away with the win. That's 2 consecutive wins, and we go on to our game against Manchester City with, I guess, a little bit of confidence. Now, I'm a Man United fan, if you guys didn't know in real life. So going to be looking to get a little bit of revenge here at the City, or the Etihad as it's now called. Man City not even in the bottom half of the table, so like you can tell the difference in class between these two sides this season. But as you know, QPR were the sides who lost to Man City as they won that first Premier League title. But how about this for an opening goal? That outside of the boot shot once more from Lethal Jizzle. Early, I think this is the first chance of the game in the 5th minute. Just a beautiful finish into the top corner of the net, and Joe Hart literally had no chance. And we keep the pressure on from this chance, from that goal, I guess. Jizzle winning that header there against Lescott, getting clattered, falling with a chance to make it 2-0, but he fired wide of the post. And then from there, City kind of come back into the game and create a couple of chances. Sinclair there heading straight at Cesar, and once more here, Aguero playing the ball over through to Balotelli, who gets his shot off, but it's a fantastic save from Cesar, and Cesar does well to pounce on it at the second attempt. But in the 39th minute of the game, City break through. Aguero beating the defender way too easily there and getting the cross in before Balotelli could slot home past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. And look at him doing a little shush celebration, not too happy with that. And in the second half, City kind of take the initiative once more, creating the early chances. Balotelli getting a really good shot off there at Cesar, but he saved quite comfortably, and they just keep the pressure on. Aguero firing, but only managing to see his shot rise over the crossbar. But we do come back into the game, creating chances of our own. Jacquete playing through Jizzle there, who gets the cross in, and Hoylett gets the shot off at the far post, but Joe Hart manages to make a save. And some more pressure from City, sees them get a corner, which we defend really well, to be fair, and on the counter attack are just absolutely lethal, with that pace from Jizzle coming through now as he's developing as a player. And a lovely ball over the top from Ji-sung Park finds Jacquete just inside the area, controls the ball beautifully and slots home past Joe Hart to make it 2-1 to us in the dying minutes of the game. And City aren't going to take that line down. They come back at us and put us under a bit of pressure, getting a couple corners near the end, but this header only finding the hands of Cesar, who clears the ball, and we do come away with a 2-1 victory. So it's a really fantastic result for us. Really good results all in all this episode, bouncing back from that horrible 3-1 defeat at Stoke to get 3 wins on the bounce and have I guess our first 3 wins on the scoreboard, if you like. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. But if you have enjoyed this video and think you'd enjoy the rest of the content on my channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in a bizzle. Peace.